Hello everyone, first of all I want to say a big Happy New Year to anyone who's watching. I hope your first week back into January has been awesome. So my first video on this channel is going to tie into the whole New Year theme because I would like to give you 5 top tips on starting into the new semester. So tip number 1, stay organised. Like, I know that sounds like something everybody always tells you, but it's just about the little things that you can keep on top of and therefore make sure that you don't just completely end up burdened with so much work at the end. So how I like to do this is I like to, at the beginning of the semester, just go through my courses, take a note of all my deadlines so that I know when they are. If there's a cluster of them all at once, which usually there is, so last semester I think I had like 6 deadlines within 4 weeks or 3 weeks or something, then I try to get them done in advance. If you can, print some sort of, because I know you can go to Paper Chase and you can get really pretty calendars and diaries, but they all cost like £15. So what I do is I just go on Excel and print off a calendar sheet, pin it up on my board. I haven't done it yet actually, so I'm saying that to seem like a bit of a hypocrite, but yeah, I will do it. And then put your deadlines on there, and then you can keep track of it visually as well. I think that really helps because then you can kind of see the weeks and see how fast it's actually going, because time does tend to go by really quick in the semesters. So tip number 2. This one is one that I have set myself really for this year because last year I kind of messed up a bit. Budgeting. So the main way I plan on doing this is to be aware of how much money I will need for different aspects of my life. Most importantly, it's probably grocery shopping. Another, big thing with that is know where there are good deals. Little is a savior, but also just know which products are cheaper from other shops. I don't know if I'm just a massive cheapskate, but I know where my yogurts are the cheapest, where I can get the cheapest avocados, that kind of a thing. And if there are offers on, you can actually install some of the apps on your phone and then you get told when there's offers on. I don't know if that's a really nerdy thing to do, but that's another tip. And make sure that you have enough money still for if you want to do something fun, something for yourself. Now I know to do that you can go again to Paper Chase and get some really fancy money planning, tracking book. That's not what they're called, but I can't think of the name right now. But they kind of defeat the point because they cost quite a bit in themselves, so I always look at them and think, actually, what am I doing? But you can easily create a similar tool yourself, whether you want to use Excel or open a notebook, draw a line, expenditure and income, and just pace yourself a little bit, knowing your figures. This one I'm giving more as a tip, but as a tip to myself as well, because I really need to do this, so fingers crossed I don't mess up. Okay, so now we're on to tip number 3. I know, time flies when you're having fun. This one is pretty much about health, self-care, but sort of through key points, because when I decided I was going to make this video, I asked a few of my flatmates what their sort of New Year's resolutions were based off of what might have not been so great last semester, and I felt like these could be grouped into one. Under that comes firstly, drink enough water. This is one that I struggle with as well, but it's so important because a healthy body makes a healthy mind. I know my words. But seriously, drink enough water, make sure you get your 2 litres a day. If it's easier, what I like to do, especially in the winter months, is to drink it in the form of fruit and herbal teas, but also just take a bottle of water with you when you go to uni and just try sipping it throughout the day and make sure that you keep that blood flowing. And finally, you take advantage of your uni gym in whatever shape or form. If you're not comfortable going to clubs, although I'm sure they are fun too, I am more of a person who just likes to go and do my own thing at the gym, but it's also a really great way to let out frustration. Like if uni is getting you down, if things in your personal life are getting you down, just go to the gym and just let it all out. Okay, so the last 2 tips I'm going to go through a little bit quicker because I think they're a bit more self-explanatory. So tip number 4 is keep your environment clean. Keep it how you want to have it. That's something that last semester, again, I kind of messed up a bit towards the end. My bedroom was just not good. And this is one that my flatmates also said, so cleaning your dishes as soon as you've used them, that's a really good thing, because otherwise it just builds up and up, and then you still have to do it eventually. It's just grosser. So tidy up and you'll feel good about it. And finally, number 5. Number 5 is a very sort of, I guess you could say, vague one, but it's one again that I've set myself and I think is good for students as a whole, is to challenge yourself. So for me, a big one is networking. On my course, we get industry speakers come in quite regularly, and last semester I benefited so much from actually talking to them and learning about my degree and my subject and the industry, making contacts. It's so important. So if you get an opportunity to speak to anyone who is in a field that you're interested in, use it. Just give something a shot. It doesn't have to be anything big. If you are going to set yourself any challenges, a fun thing might be to let me know in the comments below what you're setting yourself, and good luck with it. So that's my 5 top tips concluded. I hope there has been something in there that you will find useful or that you might set yourself, and best of luck with it, because we're all just giving it our best, aren't we? Bye bye!